Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Unfortunately, Monday guest is taking a break today, so you're stuck with just me. So I thought I'd tell you a story. This is a story about culture shock. Well, maybe not exactly culture shock, more like being surprised by something different in a different country. Since I'm from New Zealand and have spent a few years in Japan, sometimes I kind of assume that if something's a certain way in both countries, then it must be like that everywhere in the world. But since I've been in Canada, I've realised that there are quite a few things that North America does that are different than the rest of the world. For example, in the US they use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, and Canada seems to use both actually. I already knew about the temperature thing, but one thing I didn't know about is paper sizes. In New Zealand and Japan, the standard paper size used for printers and photocopiers is A4. And most people know the size A4. And if you're a teacher or you work in an office or something, then you're probably familiar with other sizes like B5, B4, A3. Anyway, I draw the pictures for Stick News on A4 paper like this, and when I finish with them, I put them in plastic things like this. So when I came to Canada, I thought, well, paper's heavy, so I don't want to bring a whole lot of A4 paper with me. So I'll just buy it in Canada, but I'll bring the plastic things with me. So in Canada, I went to buy some paper. It was in Karameos. And I went into a shop and I said to the woman, "Do you sell A4 paper?" And she looked at me really strangely. And I just thought, maybe she can't understand my accent, or maybe she's just weird. So I explained, you know, like white paper that you use for photocopiers or for printing. And she was like, yeah, maybe over there. Actually, I think I tried a few shops and no one knew what I was talking about. But anyway, I found some paper that looked like A4 paper, but it didn't have A4 written on it. So I thought, this is strange. But anyway, there was no other paper, so I thought, well, it must be A4, and I bought it. Then I used it, and after I'd finished drawing, I tried to put it into one of these things. I'm calling it a thing because I don't really know what it's called. And it wouldn't fit. And so I thought, it must be a different size. And it turns out that, yeah, it's a different size. And I looked it up on Wikipedia, and it says that most countries in the world use that system with sizes like A4. But Canada and the United States use a different system. So there you go. Kia ora. In Stick News today, patents are popular in Japan. A report has been released which says in 2005 Japan was the #1 country in the world for patent applications.
A patent is a set of exclusive rights granted by a state to a patentee for a fixed period of time in exchange for a disclosure of an invention. In most countries, if you have a patent, other people are not allowed to make, use, sell, offer to sell, or import your invention. According to the World Intellectual Property Organization, in 2005, 427,000 patent applications were filed in Japan. Coming in at second place was the United States with around 391,000. Number 3 was China, and number 4, Korea.
And that was Stick News for Monday, the 13th of August. Kia ora. How was your weekend? What did you get up to? What was that? Cool. Were you allowed to eat them while you were picking? Good. Same as usual. Actually, no. I did something different yesterday. I went blackberry picking. No, I mean blueberries. Blueberry picking. Yeah, I think so. I did anyway. It was the first time in my life I've eaten a lot of blueberries.
Does the US use Fahrenheit or Celsius? A. Fahrenheit. B. Celsius. C. Neither. A. Why didn't Sarah bring A4 paper to Canada? A, because she prefers A3, B, because it's heavy, C, because it's cheaper in Canada. B. Why did the woman in the store look at Sarah strangely? A, because she thought Sarah was weird, B, because she was scared, C, because she didn't know what A4 was. C. Why did Sarah want to buy A4 paper? A, to write a letter, B, to read the news, C, to draw pictures for Stick News. C. Why doesn't Canada and the US use A4 paper? A, because it is against the Constitution, B, because they don't like paper, C, because they use a different size. C.
And that was the Daily Englisher. See you tomorrow. Bye.